Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Fitzgerald Jeep in sunny Palm Harbor, Florida, and we have a different kind of Jeep product for you. We've been sticking to Wranglers and the Gladiator. Now we have really that car that so many people associate with Jeep outside of the Jeep. This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited X. So let's talk a little bit about Jeep. Jeep has been that go-to for the GIs, really that brand that forged a name on off-road ability. I can remember in the 1980s when they came out with the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it really was that SUV that we know of today because vehicles were changing, things were changing. With this Grand Cherokee Limited X, you're gonna get some features, especially physical features, that you were only able to get on the Trackhawk, that 707 supercharged V8 monster. You're actually gonna get some of the physical appearances of that vehicle. So let's go ahead and dive into this 2019 Grand Cherokee Limited X. So right off the bat, it's that familiar styling. First of all, I love this slate blue. Beautiful color, sparkling in the sun. You can see that great style of headlight design. You got your LED daytime running lamp. As we come across, there's that grille. It almost was plucked right off of the Trackhawk. It's got the 7 vertical slots. Many people say the old wives' tale, that's the 7 continents. Jeep was the first on all 7 continents. I love the way the grille looks in this nice metallic and glossy black finish. As we drop down, nice design. The same design brought down flat black. You can see a nice little bit of metallic to it. And then my biggest zonk is gonna be the fake vents here and on the other side. Other than that, very aggressive from the front end, especially with the other lighting features that are in that front fascia. Now, when we go up to the hood, this is all Trackhawk. Love the hood. 2 functional heat extractors, really gives it a nice shape and just gives it personality that you're not gonna find on your normal, traditional Jeep Grand Cherokee. As we come around the bend, I like the way they finish everything off in that same body color, no flat black ABS wheels. These are specific to this trim level. So this is a 20-inch wheel. It's a nice gunmetal gray. Love the finish, and it's really working with the slate blue. I think that they hit the nail on the head with this combo. It's a 265 on the width, 50 series sidewall. That's what all those numbers mean on the side of your tires. Now, as we go into the fender, nice and clean, not a bunch of emblems sprinkled all over the place. I like the blacked out mirrors. That's another touch. So you have the blacked out grille, the different hood, and then these blacked out mirrors with the LED turn signals built in. 1 name badge on the side, the Grand Cherokee. I like the dark color, really blends in very nicely. And as you can see, as we work our way down, dark roof rails. Love the body lines. You know, that's one thing, is that this Grand Cherokee, very rugged off-road looking when it comes to the appearance. And then as we get to the rear of the vehicle and we wrap around, you can see what we're working with. You got LED taillights, there's that Jeep logo, Limited X trim. We work our way down, you're gonna get blacked out exhaust. Now, normally I zonk that vacuum style exhaust. I actually think it looks pretty clean on the back. This rear bumper fascia, the lower portion, really melds well into those exhaust pipes. And I like the way they're blacked out and not shiny chrome, but very clean out back. Why don't we go ahead, pop the hood, that really fancy hood, and see what's powering this Grand Cherokee. All right, guys, we got that Trackhawk hood open. You can see clearly that those heat extractors, I wasn't lying, they are functional. I even like the SRT badging that is embossed in the underside of the hood. As we drop down, this is something I gotta zonk. This Rubbermaid engine cover. It looks like a lid off of a trash can at Home Depot. Don't like the style. What is underneath all that plastic is a 3.6 liter V6. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 230 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque. Towing ability, you're looking at around 7,000 pounds, and this weighs around 4,513 pounds. Like I said, that Pentastar V6, you do have other engine options. You could go all the way to Trackhawk and have 707 horsepower, but really with this Limited X, you're gonna have that nice middle spot where you get some of the styling maybe not the performance, but you're getting it at a nice mid-row price level. But why don't we go ahead and fire up this V6 and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited X trim level. I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, this has a nice balance of options, and I love that hood. How much is it? MSRP around $40,484. Let's see what you get for the dough. To the door panels, lots of dark material, but you know what? It's nice material. I love the leather on the armrest, that stitch work going on there. There's some nice wood trim that has a nice flow to it. Some nice shiny chrome bits on it just to give it a little bit extra something. But the great news is that it's very soft touch. You come to the dash, same soft touch. I like the way the wood kind of flows into the infotainment system. I know you're probably saying, uh-oh, there's gloss black, that's fingerprints. But guess what? You shouldn't be touching any of that. You should be touching the screen. 8-inch infotainment screen. You got your navigation. You got your seat controls. Heated seats, no ventilated seats, but you do have a heated steering wheel, and you can access the backup camera. You got your directionals that move with the wheel, both right and left. That's always a nice feature. We get out of that. Back to the maps. You could get into your climate control. You actually have dual climate on this trim level, which is all great. You could adjust right here. Now, if you want to do it old school, because you're afraid of screens, you could do it using the buttons. You got your blower switch, all that good stuff. Volume knob, that's looking good. You come down, more nice finish. You hit this. Look at that nice little cubby. It's felt lined. You got a 12 volt in there, 2 USBs and an aux jack. So Jeep definitely took care of you there. 2 cup holders, nicely finished. Like the shifter, this is going to be controlling that 8-speed automatic. Nice trim. Here's the zonk. What happened here? Did great, and then they forgot to put some type of cover here. So it's got felt lining in it. You could put your class ring from 1985 in there and it's not going to get scratched up, but I don't understand this spot. I'd rather there be nothing. Armrest, nicely padded, good height. You open it up, look at this. You actually could put your Twinkie in here and it's not gonna get scratched because it's felt lined. If you wanna open it all the way, bam, look at that, you're like a magician. Nice deep area, more felt lining with an LED light in there and a 12 volt. And then finally these seats. I like the look, they're very comfortable. I like the perforated center area and the soft material. The leather is actually very soft. Both passenger and driver get full electric assist with this trim level. I'm 6 feet tall. Look at this headroom. I mean, it's ridiculous. I got lots of headroom in here. Why don't you come on over to the business side? I'll show you behind the wheel of this Jeep Grand Cherokee. All right, guys, business side of things. Here's our key fob. I know a lot of times you want to see key fobs. It's got the nice Jeep logo on it. We spin it around and you have your plethora of buttons. You can panic all you want. Get in your Jeep, you'll be fine. I do like the key fob. It's got a nice weight to it. Steering wheel, good size, like the Jeep logo. The buttons are nice and flush, and I like that because they don't stick out and they're flat black. Even the little touches, like since 1941. That's what it's all about for me. I like it when companies put those little Easter eggs all over the place. You do have paddles on the back of the steering wheel. They are plastic and they are super small, but hey, they're there if you want to shift through the 8-speed automatic. I love the dash. You have an analog tach, analog speedometer, and then you could toggle through a lot of different stuff in the middle. Look at that. You got your tire pressure. We keep scrolling. You got, lane keep assist, lots of safety features on this. Tells you your fuel consumption. You keep scrolling. I love the color. I love the font. Very clear and very crisp. Nicely done in that area. And I love the way it's shaped. It just looks classy, but also looks Jeep. Very, very nice. Why don't we go ahead and check out that back seat and see how comfortable it is in a Grand Cherokee. All right, guys, back seat time in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm digging it. They really did this well. So many people say negative stuff about FCA products, but lots of room back here. This is what I'm loving. First of all, you got plastic on the back of the seats. I personally don't love that, but I know there's a lot of parents, because your kids punch and kick the seats because they want to go home and play video games, they're not going to scratch up the leather. Look at this beautiful thing right here. 2 AC vents. You also have, look at this, home power source and 2 USB. Thank you, Jeep. Thank you, FCA. Seats are great. Watch this. You ready for this? Reclining. You can make them go up. You can make them go down. They're comfortable. I love the same pattern. And then here, this is an armrest. You want an armrest? This is how you do it. Nice and soft. Look at that. Soft. plus 2 cup holders, and it's horizontal, it's not in the way. Put that back, lean back, and you're ready to cruise. Why don't we check out the cargo area and see how much space we have in a Grand Cherokee. All right guys, cargo area time to open up the back. We push down, of course you have electric assist. It's on the quicker side. Look at the amount of room that you have. This is what it's all about. So you got a nice wide opening, little drop down cubby area back here, which is nice. I like the way the seats could do the 60-40 split. On that side, you do have a 12 volt, which is really nice. And then you also have this button over here, and that's going to actually close the back area. As you can see, once you press it, you better back up and get out of that area or you're gonna be squished. But nice and clean, great opening. Why don't we go ahead, let's take this Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited X for a drive. All right guys, we're leaving Fitzgerald Jeep. We're in the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited X. And you know what? Very comfortable. These seats are so supportive, but yet have just enough cush to them. I really like the way they fit my body. Looking out over the hood, you can see that power bulge. You can see those, at least one heat extractor from the driver's side. The passenger gets to stare at the other one. That lets you know that, hey, I'm in something that looks a little extra special than your typical Jeep Grand Cherokee. My big zonk is gonna be the mirror. I wish they would have went frameless mirror, especially at this price point, but I do like the 8-inch infotainment system, and I really, really love the instrumentation that's in front of me, speedometer wise. Very clear, very crisp, and easy to just see at a glance, which is really nice. Plus it's got a lot of functionality to it, which is perfect as well. Air conditioning works great. All the controls are easy to get to. Let's go ahead and see how this transmission, the 8-speed automatic, goes through the motion. So on throttle, it drops down, smooth shifting. It's not real herky-jerky. It is a little on the slower side, but remember, this car, this SUV, this is not the Trackhawk. If it was the Trackhawk, it definitely would accelerate faster, but it does have a nice balance for the weight of the vehicle, and you do have that great towing capability, which is wonderful as well. Overall though, I love the space up front. You got plenty of room. The dash is pushed a little on the further side, and the top of it is very low, and I think that's what's also helping with visibility. Out the back window, it's a breeze. Steering is a little bit light. I would like a little heavier on the steering wheel just for feel purposes, but holding it in my hands feels wonderful. The paddles are kind of weird because, like I said, they're just like little half paddles. They're like little baby paddles. So I wish they would have just left those off, to be honest with you, because let's be real, how many people are actually going to be using the paddles with their Grand Cherokee Limited X? But brake pedal feels great, nice and firm, just like you want it on a brake pedal. Pulling out here on throttle. So very smooth, very capable, and very comfortable for sure. Not a lot of wind noise, which is nice, and just overall pleasant experience, especially if you're in the back seat. I'm telling you, there's a lot of room back there. You got that great command center as well, which is great to see. I just wish they would have put a frameless mirror and some ventilated seats, and I think for 40 grand, compare this to some other SUVs in the segment, this would be something that may want to persuade you over to a Jeep product if you have not been the owner of one yet. But we're going to go ahead, wrap this one up. We're going to get back to Fitzgerald Jeep, so I'll see you in a split second. All right guys, it's been a wonderful day here. Definitely got to thank Daniel and the rest of the crew at Fitzgerald Jeep here in Palm Harbor. If these are the types of vehicles you want to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on Rady's Rides, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner. He's not really a big FCA product fan, but he actually was digging this one. So thank you, Tom, for keeping an open mind and an open heart. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.